it's Wendy, aka Kitty Street. Welcome back to my channel. And guys, I'm so glad that you're hanging out with me today because I decided to do another Kohl's department store haul because guys, I have been getting some good stuff at good prices at Kohl's, worth mentioning. And if you didn't see my Kohl's last one, I did it, the tail end of 2024. You got to go check it out. I talked about this Fitbit, this Lux, Lux Fitbit, and all that stuff. I actually am wearing a couple of things from that, and I'll talk about that in a minute because I do want to get into the haul and show you some things. Now, one or two items are going to be seasonal, and then it's a couple of clothes. But guys, Kohl's is one of those places. Again, they jack prices extremely high, but they give you the discounts, the Kohl's cash, all the sales that they do periodically, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes you can find some crazy, crazy price stuff for really, really good deals and stuff that you need and stuff that you can utilize. Again, I wish I would have been doing YouTube, with Kohl's 7, 8, 10 years ago, because my goodness, I could have given you some content. I've done a lot of stuff with Kohl's over the last decade, furnished my house, got gifts, bought plenty of clothes on clearance, jewelry. Matter of fact, before I knew anything about a Temu, that's where I got all my cosmetic jewelry from, and it was not always cheap. Okay, with that said, guys, like, share, comment, jumping into the Kohl's discount store haul. I have my receipts, and I actually found some items that I meant to show in my last Kohl's video that I'm going to talk about here that I bought a while back. But I want to give you an example of things. If you are able to shop on Kohl's, now Kohl's, you can do things online. I do it both online and sometimes I'll go into the store. And lately I've been going into the store and I've been just finding deal after deal after deal. It's just been amazing for me on things that I was specifically interested in. But anyway, let's talk about this first item. And I purchased this mid-December, had some Kohl's cash, like I think $25 worth of Kohl's cash. I don't have the Kohl's cash coupon, but if you don't know what that is, basically that's when you spend, $50, $100 or whatever, they give you free money, so they say, free cash money for you to use at a future date. So I specifically went into the store on this occasion, and I had $25 worth of Kohl's cash, and I was like, I don't like to get the Kohl's cash. Matter of fact, I really try to utilize it and get something where I don't have any more Kohl's cash coming because I feel obligated to spend it, and it's just a trickery. But I like it. I can't deny it. I really, really enjoy getting the discounts in the Kohl's cash and shopping till I drop. But at some point you have to put it into it because I do use my Kohl's credit card, and you know what that means. If you use your Kohl's credit card, which they do give you a deeper discount, but you don't have to. You can use your cash or, a different credit card or whatever. It's totally up to you. But what I'm getting at is I wanted to, lay off of Kohl's for a while, and I did for about 4 years. It's been a hot minute, 3 to 4 years. And they lured me back in with a 40% off coupon and blah, blah, blah. And I just been racking up ever since. And yes, first item is a seasonal item. I was walking around, and if you guys know, I did a Disney theme for Christmas, right? And they had this inflatable Minnie Mouse, air blown. It's an air blown inflatable, lights up. It's 3.5 feet tall, so it's not huge. But they also had the Mickey, and they had some other ones. They had a bunch of blow ups that were like hundreds of dollars. But because I was doing the Disney theme, I said, "Oh, how much are these?" Well, they have a thing on there that said it was $59.99, and I'm like, "No, I know I can find these when they go on clearance after Christmas." If I decide to do it. But I kept walking around the whole store. I had this $25, and I was like, I've got to get something. And I kept going back and looking at these. And then I looked at the little details, and of course the $59, it was a sale to $35. I've got it all on this receipt here. And then it was with the discounts with the sale, and then I had a 30% off coupon, which I could use on this particular thing, which, disclaimer, some of the Kohl's Cash and the sales, the 30% off, you can't use it on like Nike, Adidas, you know, Sephora, things like that. They're just not going to let you do it. So you have to be careful with that. Don't get your feelings hurt, because that's happened to me many, many, many times. Yes, guys. So I had got this. It was $59.99. Then it went to $35.99. And then it had the discount for the Kohl's Cash. And it had the discounts for the 30% off and another sale. And it brought it down to $23.87. So 3.5 air blown inflatable Minnie Mouse. Look how stinking cute she is. And I did buy this like mid-December and wanted to put it up immediately, but unfortunately that's when I got attacked with my sinusitis, laryngitis. My son was going through his psoriasis with his HS, and I really just wasn't in the mood. And it was like 2 weeks to Christmas, and I decided, you know what, it don't matter, because I'm doing Disney theme again next year because of my grandson. I didn't really get to do a lot this year because I kind of waited to the last minute and didn't prepare. So this is definitely going to go in for next year. But what, $23 for this is way too much to pay for this. I don't care. But the little sales lady came by and she says, right now, today, it's buy one, get one. So I was like, buy one, get one. I have a $25 Kohl's Cash. This was $23 with everything said and done. So basically, I got the Mickey, which he's so cute with his little Santa Claus. And it has a little way to, you know, stick it up and everything. And I didn't even open these up, guys. They've been sitting in a corner for me to be able to do this video. So I got 2 of these. Like I said, it got down to like $23 and some change. Buy one, get one. So that's like, you know, 12 bucks a piece, 12, 24. And I had a $25 Kohl's Cash. So in my mind, this was free. And I know it wasn't free because I've spent money and, you know, they jack it up and all this stuff. So I will be using these next year when I do my theming, because I'm going to work on it every month. I'm going to kind of add some thoughts of what I want to do for next year, way before the holiday comes, so I can get myself together and be able to, you know, decorate the tree with you and all that stuff that I didn't really get to do this year. And I was bummed out about it. But you know what? This was probably one of the better Christmases that I've ever had. I got a lot of things that I was not expecting. I don't normally get big price stuff. I did do a video on Christmas Day that was everything I got for Christmas. And it might look like I got just a ton of stuff. That does not happen every year. I do those kind of videos every December, and you can tell I might have one item that was probably like $30, $40, $50. This year, it just seemed like people were just more generous, and I was very, very blessed. But I had to come and do this Kohl's video, even though I didn't get to put these up. They're iconic, and I have many inflatables. The thing about inflatables are, if you use them year after year after year, they get dirty, they get faded. The wind, depending on, you know, if it's a bad wind, if you have snow, so they do get worn out. So I do have a few of them. I actually have a couple of Harry Potter ones. I thought I had a Grinch one that I bought on clearance at another store called Garden Ridge, or it's actually called At Home Now. I always forget that. And anyway, I didn't even pull those out because I was really scrambling this year to come up with a theme. And I got to thinking, I don't have to do a theme. I can do whatever I want to do. Matter of fact, one of you subscribers told me, don't worry about it. Do whatever you feel like doing. But I've always done themes. But this year was just a different year, and it turned out to be wonderful. I really had a great Christmas. So I wanted to mention stuff like this. If you do get the Kohl's Cash, or if you do see these buy one sales on something like you need. And guys, these right here, I know my grandson is going to get a tickle out of them. I might not put them out every single year, or maybe I will. I don't know. But Minnie and Mickey are going to make a appearance in 2025. Okay, guys, so buy one, get one. I thought that was just fabulous. All right, so the item that I bought, and I don't want to tell you when I bought this because I didn't have it. I couldn't find it. And then when I was cleaning up, like I said, it just appeared. And I'm like, great. And that was like a few days ago. This was totally after Christmas. But I purchased this back in, why can't I find, in August of last year. So it wasn't too far back. August 24th of 2024. And what it is some clearance items. And I love Kohl's clearance. Matter of fact, I used to just go to shop clearance. And I used to be the one store that I did Black Friday shopping at was Kohl's. I always, until they didn't do it, I think they did it up until COVID, and then in COVID they just stopped. They might have done it this year, but I didn't do Kohl's this year. Probably should have, but I didn't. But guys, I look up for their clearance, and every department in Kohl's has clearance. And online, you can go and you can filter it, and you can look at their clearance stuff too. You just got to be strategic. So when you see these little yellow and red with a red strip through them, that's their clearance. And it just tells you what it was and what they priced it for. So these are these little bubble things. And I actually, we're going to give these out as stocking stuffers for some little kids that I always, you know, I call them little kids, but they're my family. They're my adopted family. They're my bonus babies. And I was going to put them in. This was actually going to be, Zaire's, because I just thought he looked like him, like a little SpongeBob. And guys, these are little bubbles, and I'm not going to open them up because I am going to use these for something else. Nickelodeon, name brand. I was going to give this one to one little boy and this one for a little girl. And I couldn't find them. I didn't know where the heck they were, where they went to, whatever. But they were $1.99 a piece. It's the Frozen Disney with the Olaf. That's Olaf from Frozen. And then you have the little child from the Mandalorian, from the Star Wars kind of thing. And then, of course, this Nickelodeon one with SpongeBob. Okay, all name brands. These were $1.99. I even found the receipt because I do keep the receipts for every year because I am that person. I come from an accounting background. I didn't go to college for it, but for some reason, I always get in jobs where I'm messing with people's money my whole life, and I hate it. I do not like it. And if you're in accounting, bless your sweet little heart. You're probably a special type of person because I know it and can do it, but the people that are in that kind of industry, sometimes they're a little tough and rough and persnickety. And I'm not that way. So I had to get out of it and get into something else. But anyway, I do keep my receipts for the year for business purposes. And I also keep a budget. I don't just go willy-nilly. I know people who do this stuff on YouTube, they may not know what the heck they spend. I know every dime that I spend, and I make sure that I account for it in one way or the other. Okay, because budgets matter. So these were $1.99. Then I had the clearance made them go to 60 cents less. Then the sale price made them to 97 cents. And then I had some Kohl's cash back then, I guess, and it brought it down to 55 cents. So these wound up being 42 cents a piece. And that's the kind of stuff. And these are cute. And the age group that these are for are between 2 years and 5 years. No, 2 and 4 year olds. So bubbles are their life. You know, they love stuff like that. 42 cents. And they got little, you know, name brand stuff on them. So I'm so glad I found these. I'm going to have to make sure that I put them with, I may do some birthday stuff with this since, you know, Christmas is so far, you know, away now. 360 something days. No, what is it? 290 something days. I don't know. I'm being funny here, guys. I don't know why I'm so happy in this Kohl's video, but you just gotta hang in there with me. I love shopping and I love to get a good deal. Now, I don't just go and just buy stuff. I'm always thinking, who could it benefit? Who could it make it happy for? And I'm always being invited, guys, to birthdays. I'm invited to baby showers. I'm invited to work functions, things, you know, that sometimes you just need a gift. And I've learned the hard way. It's easier to have some gifts already squared away for whatever occasion, nice stuff, new stuff, and than having to go buy something outright. Sometimes I'll luck up when I have to rush out and go get something on the fly, but a lot of times I have to pay triple what I would have paid if I had already purchased it on a sale or something. Okay, now I am going to talk about the 2 clothing items because it's only 2 items. Both of these I absolutely loved. I'm going to talk about the first one first because I want to wear this on a video and I need to wash it. And this is just the color for me this year, this fuchsia pink. And I mean, guys, it is just a sweater. It goes, you know, it's got the little ribs at the bottom. It's big armed. I love, love, love it. But I don't really need any more clothes. But guys, the color. Now let's talk about this. And I was talking about 9 West when I was doing some DD's discount store video hauls. This is 9 West. And that's another reason why I was like, I know why I like this, because I just really like the Nine West brand. And guys, this material messes with my contacts, and I know it does. I'm going to have to be very careful with it because I could already tell the flyaways. And this has been sitting in a bag since mid-December, but I just haven't had one moment to even go through it. So the original price for this, now check this out. This is the kind of stuff, if you just walk into Kohl's and you're like, man, I'm not doing that. This one was $29.99. Okay, $29.99. And of course it had some kind of little box up there that said some sales, you know, probably like, maybe it was $29.99. Maybe it said anything that was $29.99 was now $14.99. I don't know. Matter of fact, I do know. It's on my receipt right here. And I'm going to tell you, because the next item is one of those things that makes you go, do I need to be messing with this? And I almost put it back. And I'm so glad that I didn't. That's why I'm doing this video right now. So sometimes you think, you know, that's just way too much money, but then you got to apply all these discounts and at least go try to see what the discounts come out to be. And if it's still not, you know, what you want it to be, then put it back. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So this was $29.99. Let's see, where's $29.99? Then it was on sale for $19.99. That was the sale. Then it had a total off offer for $1.50. Then the Kohl's cash was $1.94. And then the total offer with 30% was a $3.99. So this $29 shirt wound up being $13.23. And I love it. I love the color of it. I love the size of it. Now let me see what size it is. I don't know. Yeah, it's an XXL, which I'm, you know, probably like a 2X, 3X. I don't even know. Now, the only thing about this one, and I am in the lookout for it, is I want some of those tummy tuck, hip, high-waisted, that cinches you in. And the only place I've ever been able to find those at that I remember that I know really work is Torrid. And I haven't been to a Torrid in forever. And then I went to look on Torrid, and those things, a pair of leggings was like $99.99, and that was them. That wasn't even the sale. And that was the sale. And I'm like, who the heck is going to pay $99.99? And I'm making up that. I don't know if it was really that much. But it was astronomical, and I never could figure out how to get them any cheaper. I have one pair that I bought on clearance. It had to be 10 years ago. I still have them. And they have, the sides of them have the see-through meshing on the side at the bottom, not at the top. And they suck you in, but I've worn them to death. They're the only way I wear them around is in the house and when I'm working, cleaning or working outside or whatever. Guys, if I can get that, because this one does kind of cut off right in my midsection where I don't really care for it. And I know sometimes, you know, I'm going to try to start dressing for my apple shape more in 2025. And that is one of my goals. But I love this color. You know, I work from home most of the time. I can deal with my own self. But if I ever do lose some weight and this, you know, kind of drops a little bit, yeah. And I'm not even going to say when I do lose some weight, when I do it, because I'm going to do it at some point. It just got to get my mind frame there. And yes, guys, I wanted it because of the color. Matter of fact, I had my nails done because I said, I want a pink, and they had some kind of new color, and I got my toes like that too. So you'll probably be seeing me in this in a video real soon, because I wanted to get this done so I could show you guys. 13 bucks, guys, from $29.99. Now, this next item here, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is just me dating myself, but back in the day when I was a lot smaller and a lot younger, I had several, and I mean several, of these jackets with these fur things, collars. And this does come off. It does have a button and all that, but let me talk about this. So when I saw this one, and the only thing is this super short. And I actually going to have to wear this probably with a dress with some shapewear. I might could do them, you know, if I did decide to do like with some really nice tummy tucking leggings, maybe some of them faux leather ones. I did buy a pair of faux leather ones in my last Kohl's video that I showed you, but they were, you know, they're like I think it was a 2X, and they're really loose. They're not, you know, they're loose. I mean, they're like even baggy in some places. So I wore them a couple times, and I love them. I mean, I didn't pay a whole lot for them, or maybe I did. But anyway, I digress. But this was something, when I saw it, it just brought me back down memory lane. I had beige ones with the brown tones. I don't know what the colors are. I had a white one with the white fur. And I loved it. So when I saw this, even though it was super short, and it comes so short, and when you have a midsection, that's not always the greatest. And I had this jacket on. Let me just try to take this one off. Let me pause this and put this one and show you, because I really want to talk about this one. Okay, so here it's hitting me right in my troubled areas, guys. Very, very troubled areas. And it does have this little tie that ties it up a little bit. And the good thing about this, and I'm going to sit down and show you because I'm not going to do a try on because it's just these two tops, but it's stretchy enough to where this is, you know, fabulous. And it's not kind of like the ones I used to wear. The other ones just seemed like they were just different. But if anyone was going to call me out on what I like, now I never owned any kind of real fur in my life, but I've had some faux fur. I've had some fake fur, and I love it. And I just think this is so nice. Now, I almost didn't buy this. I almost didn't buy it. Now, I'm going to take this off because, for one thing, I've got the heat blaring. I will put back on my other jacket, and because I want to talk about this, and I need to show you the prices, and I didn't think about that. But I do like it, and I'm going to tell you I almost didn't buy it, and I'm going to explain to you in a minute. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, this is by Draper James. Never, ever, ever, ever heard of this person at all, this fashion designer. And the original price, can you see that? $59.99 for a shirt. I have utility bills that cost that and more. So no way, Jose. And when I saw it, I just grabbed it up. I didn't even look at the thing. I said, well, it can't be too much. The other one was, you know, $19.99. I'm thinking this was hanging right beside it. I'm going to get it. And this one is by that same brand, and it also was an XXL. Yeah, XXL. And this was the only one that they had in XXL. The others were smalls. They had a smalls and mediums. So this started out at $59.99. Did not know that till I got up to the register, and I saw the $59.99, and then the cash register lady rang it up, and she said, it said something like $45. And I'm like, oh. And I'm thinking to myself, I know I have a 30% off coupon. I know I had, the Kohl's cash. And in my mind, I'm thinking they're just going to take the whole Kohl's cash. Let me talk about that too. And apply it to this Mickey and Minnie, which is what I should have done. But the universe knows better. If you're only going to use your Kohl's cash, try to do it on one item because they put the whole thing on one item. If you do it on multiple items, they break it up, which in this case, it kind of broke it up to me a little bit. So if you want to say that was free or not, I don't know. But it helped bring this down. So it started off, because my eyes went like, $45? I don't think so. So it started off at $59.99. And, well, excuse me, $41.99 is what the sale price was, excuse me. Then there was a total off, or I don't know what that means, $3.14 to the negative. Then the Kohl's cash was applied for $4.07. And then my 30% off was $7.18. And this top wound up being $25. Now, oh, it's not a top, it's a jacket. $25. Now, I still, in my heart of hearts, was like, that's a lot of money to pay for it, but I love it. I love it so much that I can't wait to utilize it. And it's been sitting in this bag for, since mid-December. And I could have worn this so many times out. I could have worn it to a couple of holiday parties, but this is the type of stuff, the ones that I had several black ones. I had several brown ones. I had that one beautiful white one. I had one that was probably this color, no lie, with the fur, with the hot pink faux fur. And I had so many of them, and I had them forever. I remember the last one I had was an ivory one that had, like the mixed tones of the browns, like auburns and all this stuff. And my hair was kind of, at that time I was coloring all different colors. I don't even remember, but it was more brown than it was anything darker, probably like a chestnut, the ash chestnut colors. And I got compliments every time I wore it, but it was so when you wear something so much that it just looks like it's a hot mess. And I finally just said, you know what? I got to let it go. And I'd never seen them. They just went away. So this is not only bringing me back memories, and I'm going to try to style it. And, you know, the good thing is if I don't, you know, can't figure it out, if it just doesn't work out for me and I can't find, you know, the appropriate clothing, then I can return it. But I'm going to try my best to figure it out. So Kohl's will get you, and they are a little bit more pricey. But guys, I have bought so much stuff there, clothing related, for next to nothing. These two pieces were not even on clearance. They were both regular sales. And yes, it was some money. I did put it on my card, and I got some more Kohl's cash, which I think I told you guys about that. I used it to buy my grandson his Kohl's Christmas, his little outfits and stuff that I showed you. Or was that this one before that? I don't know. It might have been something after that. I think it was one after that I bought him some different clothes that I didn't haul. So guys, I got two pieces that I can mix and match with a lot of different things. Pieces that I felt like I just had to have. Would I paid $59.99 for nothing? No, I didn't really want to pay $20 for that one and $13 for that one. But I love them. I think they just make me feel pretty. The colors are beautiful. I love, 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 love. I can't even say how much I love the fake fur. Okay, last item, and we're going to wrap up this Kohl's department store haul. And I do want you to comment, guys. Comment, let me know. Do you shop at Kohl's? I know the last Kohl's I did, I got more of a response than I thought. I didn't even know people do that. Also, you can go online, and I did. I bought some great things online as well. Don't think you have to physically go into the store. And, you know, you can shop around on clearance online too. But let me tell you what happened. So this came up to a certain amount of money, and I think I was like $5. No, maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was $6. Short. So I had originally picked up 4 of these, and this was in the price, but it was still short to get the Kohl's cash or whatever. So I wound up going back and getting some more. Guys, they had the Harry Potter chocolate frogs. And why I'm excited about this is because they have collectible cards in it. So you know your girl's going to open up one on this video. Now these started out at $3.99. Which isn't probably that bad for Kohl's for these, because some of these Harry Potter Wizarding World candies, the Warner Brother candies, they can be very, very expensive. I mean, very, very expensive. So they started off at $3.99. Then with the sale price, they were $2.79. And then with the Kohl's cash, it took another 29 cents off. So it wound up being $2.50 a piece. And that's why I bought 4 of them. I said, well, you know, I'll round it up. And I wanted them. And I really wanted them because of the card that's inside of them. But then she was like, well, you know, you're a little short to get your Kohl's cash. And I'm like, do I want to do it? Do I care to do it? But of course I cared. So she even said it. She said, you can go back and get you, you know, a couple more of these, and it'll round it up. So I went ahead and I picked up 3 more of these. Now, guys, I know. Sugar is going to have to go at some point, but not today. And this just makes me so happy. And I'm going to share these. I'm going to ask them to let me keep the cards in them, but I'm going to share these with some people. I'm not going to eat all of these. I probably will have 1 for sure, maybe 2. I wanted to put these in some stocking stuffers, but literally I forgot about them. And when I went to go, I said, oh, I'm going to wash up these 2 shirts, these 2 sweaters, because I wanted them clean before New Year's. You know, that old saying, you know, clean up all your clothes. That's what I want you guys to comment. If you shop at Kohl's, and did you do any of those old wives superstition, the old wives tales where they say clean up all your dishes, take out your trash, make sure your clothes are clean, blah, blah, blah. Did you do any of that stuff? Because I sure did. I tried anyway until I couldn't. And then I just said, I know it's not going to matter. It doesn't make any sense. But I was going to wash those 2 sweaters, and when I did, I saw these, and I'm like, I got to do a video. So here we go. I'm going to open up this one because it's kind of bent right there. These, I don't know if I'll do them on camera. I don't know. I might revisit it. I hope that I get different cards in them. But $2.50, yes, that's a lot for these candies. But like I said, I'll probably gift them in some kind of way to somebody. So I'm not going to read all the calories and stuff. There's a lot of sugars. But they're milk chocolate with crisp rice. And if you have no idea what the chocolate frog is, you need to go watch. If you just want to watch the first Harry Potter film, The Sorcerer's Stone. Yes, the first 2 to 3 movies of Harry Potter, the books are all geared around children. But once you hit book number 4, movie 4, and the books too, 4, 5, 6, and the 7s and 8s, I think it's 8 total, or maybe it's 7. After 4, it gets to be real adult real fast. So I'm just telling you, yeah, you might have, something to get over being a little kid situation, but it's coming. Just hold your horses because it gets real fast. So the frog is not even that big, guys. It's really not even, it's just like that big. And I'm about to have a bite of it, okay? Love, love, love it. I hate that I didn't bring any water. Oh my goodness. No water whatsoever. That's very good. Okay. So, I just watched this one. It was The Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah. So, if they come in these they got the little person's name or the information of the person. And this person is like a lover boy. I'm just going to call him a lover boy. He's like a lover boy teacher who is a fraud. And his name is Gilroy Lockhart. And I don't know if you can see it, but it moves. Oh my gosh, it really literally moves. Oh, yeah, I can kind of see it. Oh yeah, you can see it. So this is Gilroy Lockhart. And he is a devil. He's a devilish, good, handsome young man. And he's a teacher. And he says he's a writer and a Hogwarts professor. Wizarding celebrity, because he is a celebrity, but he's a fraud. He's a wizarding celebrity author. Gilroy Lockhart wrote many books on his encounters with the dark creatures and received many prestigious awards, including the Order of Merlin, third class, and honorary member of the Dark Force Defense League. After losing his memory in a series of unfortunate events, thank you, Ron Weasley, he released his final book entitled Who Am I? So basically in the movie, his dark secrets come out when one of the wizarders named Ron Weasley, which is Harry Potter's buddy, he flicks his wand and it backfires because it was a jacked up wand anyway. And when he was going to erase the memory of Ron, it backfired on him and it erased his memory. And I'm going into too much. I know you guys are probably like, whatever, get on with it. But he has to admit that he's a fraud, and everything he wrote, he tagged off of other people who actually did it and erased their memories and took the story to be his own. He became a celebrity, but in the end, you always get it in the end. So don't be fake. Just don't be fake. And his last book is Who Am I? Oh my gosh. I want to open up another one, but I'm going to contain myself because I know this isn't a Harry Potter video. This is a Kohl's department store video. And this is divine, but I do need to get me some water or something to have when I have the next piece. But let me just say this right quick, guys. Thank you so much for honoring me to be back on my channel. If you're not a subscriber, I just appreciate you checking out the channel, seeing if you like this kind of content. I do all kinds of store hauls of things that I find. And of course, they're really kind of geared around plus size or my grandson who is 3 years old, my family, my gifting, my love for Harry Potter, because I do love all things Harry Potter. I also am a Disney fanatic. What I'm getting at is, you know, if you can and you like it, come back and watch some other videos. I got tons of playlists from 2024 and even 2023 when I began this YouTube journey. consider joining my YouTube family because we're going to thrive in 2025. That's my motto. This is January. I don't know the exact date that this particular video is going to come out, but I know it's going to be in January because I'm trying to get all my Christmas seasonal stuff, anything that I have, put out in the first couple weeks of January if possible. And yes, check it out. And for all of you guys who are returning, who support me, who, just are building me up every single video with your comments and your love and your prayers, we got a journey. And I'm thinking of a lot of things that are just coming at me that I want to share. And we're not going to talk about it in this video, so you got to come back. I'm all over the place, but that's okay. That's how I roll. I don't want to come see someone who sits behind a camera and talks about something the same way every single time. I can't do it. And if you like that stuff, this is not the channel for you. I have bloopers. I have my comments. I have my opinions. But I also love people. I love life. And again, 2025, here we go. All right, guys, enough of that. Like, share, comment. Again, if you're new, I hope you will click that subscribe bell. Guys, please make sure you're still subscribed. I had 6 people just in the last couple of comments tell me that they were unsubscribed. They did not realize it. They thought I wasn't doing any videos. And I just did 25 videos for Vlogmas of 2024 in December. So check to make sure you're still subscribed because something's happening in that way. And I really don't want to see you guys go. So with all that said, thank you for, again, hanging out with me today. This was a fun one for me. And I'll see you probably tomorrow or the next day, but real soon. All right, guys, I love you, each and every one. Happy 2025. See ya.